two for the Chicago Bulls going down tonight. Can the Bulls fare better today and kind of right some of the things that went wrong in their season opening game against the OKC Thunder? We're going to talk about it, break it all down, have some fun right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host here, Haize, holding it down by my goddamn self because that is what I do here. Pregame show. Chicago Bulls have their second game in a row at home today against the Toronto Raptors, and this is a team that just beat them in the preseason as well. So, listen, the Bulls got to come prepared in this one, right? So, especially with the defensive attack that the Toronto Raptors that has given the Bulls fits over the last couple of seasons, you want to make sure that you're locked in if you're the Chicago Bulls for this game. You got to come out early. You got to really attack the Toronto Raptors defense when you get opportunities at rebounds, get turnovers before they have a chance to set in. That's where the Bulls can definitely find some success today against the Toronto Raptors. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. It's not about to be easy for the Chicago Bulls by any stretch of the imagination, but they do need to come into this game. They have to perform. They got to execute, take care of the ball, hit their open shots, right? Those are things that definitely can help the Chicago Bulls as we try to go forth into the system and see what we can do, man. It is what it is at this point. The Bulls got some things that they absolutely need to tighten up, and we'll see if that can happen with the Bulls, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is, though, man. I really hope that the Chicago Bulls can start fixing some shit out, man, because we can't keep having seasons and times like this. It's frustrating, right? And then you hear things like the players only meeting after the fact, Vooch and Billy Donovan getting into it on the sidelines. Like, you're already the laughing stock. You are picking right up from where the Chicago Bears season has started. So we just need better, right? And it's been one game so far. This team has time, so we'll see what they're able to do, right? The defense flashed some really good ability in the first half against the Oklahoma City Thunder game. So let's hope that we get a little bit more consistency out of that. And we'll see how, like, kind of the discourse and things has changed anything for somebody like Billy Donovan, right? You want to see Billy Donovan be able to at least utilize the players to their strengths, right? We all know Billy Donovan isn't the best head coach. We all know I don't even really care for Billy Donovan as a head coach. But at the end of the day, he's the one that's coaching this team, and we just need better out of him while he's still the head coach. That just is what it is. And so let's hope that we can get that. We got tons of things that we need to do, but yeah, let's see if this team can step up and bounce back. Let's see how you guys are feeling heading into this game, man. Winners for we don't do betting shit here. Shout out to Soldier Fields, though. What up, Daniel? Glad to have you in the building. Shay says, come out swinging first. I feel you on that one, homie. Keith Don't Miss in the building says, yo, what's going on, Keith? Glad to have you in the building tonight. Yo, you are a true GOAT, though, my G. I appreciate that, TBO. You already know, man. Listen, the thing that I'll say with this, man, is that I love doing this. I love spending time with y'all. I love hanging. And we're going to keep it pushing, bro. We're going to keep it pushing. Plus, I got the best drip in the game. Y'all already know. You see how the Bulls logo on the side of the hat, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, plus, if y'all saw the all gray Chicago made fit earlier today, come on, man. We do this, bro. That is what it is. Y'all should see what I got planned for the game tomorrow. It is what it is, man. No, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Don't expect us to win tonight, and you won't be disappointed. No, still be disappointed. It's not about expectations. It's about seeing the team play. Thoughts on the James Harden rumors, bro? It's all bullshit. Zero chance. One thing, AK has never made a trade for a player with character concerns. There's no way that AK is trading for James Harden. It's just not. It's 0, nil, none. I think even what I saw was like DeMar for James Harden. That don't even match with the salary cap. It doesn't. So, like, you guys gotta you gotta look at some of this stuff when these rumors pop up and just say, hey, that shit really don't make sense. James Harden makes almost $15 million more than DeMar DeRozan. So that would mean that the Chicago Bulls, if they're going to trade for DeMar, would have to include like DeMar and AC, right? They can't trade Patrick Williams right now because he's on that 1-year deal. So, like, listen, it's not happening. There's no way in which the Bulls trade for James Harden. It's not happening. So, Sean in the building. What's going on, Sean? Glad to have you in the building. Sydney says, Haize, did you see the Bulls Talk podcast with Casey Johnson? Well, he's always on that show, right? If they dropped the episode today, I haven't seen it. So you have to tell me what they said. I haven't seen it. Game 2, let's go. Definitely think we'll see Vooch use more this game after the players meeting. Hey, listen, you would think so, but this is a Billy Donovan coach team. I've learned to put nothing past Billy Donovan. Let's get it. Zach gonna go crazy, knock on wood, pause. Hey, listen, if you knock on wood, bro, that's between you and the God that you serve, bro. Like, shout out to you and Dwight, bro. I ain't got nothing to say on that one. Zach gonna turn into play-in Zach today. Let's hope so, man, because that was a bad way to start the season, especially when, he even talked about how he had a healthy offseason and things like that. We gonna win, you haters, you best believe, though. Shout out to TBO, bro. J3 Cabrera in the building says, if Levine has more than 2 turnovers, I'm done with him. You might as well be done with him. He's gonna have more than 2 turnovers in the game. We need to capitalize on offense this game, definitely. Well, mismatches especially, right? Like, that's the thing that really hurt last game, is just not capitalizing off mismatches. That sucks. Humble Servant 1967 in the building says, 15K and Clownman, my guy. So proud of you and the way you bring others with you on the journey. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, I mean, I listen. I'll say this, like I've always said, I've gotten better, much better now promoting the show on social media, but for the longest I didn't. And so like you guys help with that. And then, as far as bringing a people along with me, like I said on last stream, like it's all about sharing information, man. I love collabing with people. I love talking about these teams. So if I can help anybody along their journey, then that's what I'm gonna do, man. Especially when you own my squad, right? Like Steve-O, Big Kev, C-Dub, Bobby, like those are guys I'm always gonna roll with. Shout out to Skokes and Joe over at Chicago Blackhawks Central, right? It's we growing, man. We got an actual network, which is crazy to think, bro. It's crazy. Hello, Haize. We need good defense today and stop the Raptors. Yeah, we definitely need good defense, but I'll say this is offensive execution maybe even more important than that. We better not trade Zach for Harden. That's definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. I can put my wood where I want to, Dwight. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Okay, I mean, listen, I got nothing to say on that one. That's crazy. That's what that is. That's crazy. But that's funny. Darren Link also chipping in says it was good that the Bulls had a player meeting after the game. Oh, for sure, absolutely. Bulls need confidence when we need a Robin loudmouth out there to take pressure off and players can relax and settle in. No, they need to relax. They're professionals to play this game. The only wood I'm putting down is a backwood. Oh, so you ain't got a lady? You ain't putting no wood down? Hey, I feel sorry for your wife, bro. That's crazy, Sean. Sean just got on here and just straight up admitted he don't be putting no wood down. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, my G, man. That's unfortunate. Bulls need confidence. Oh, I already read that one. I'm tripping. I just took a drink and I'm already tripping. Oh yeah, DeMar might get traded here. I go back to my Mikal Bridges agenda. I mean, listen, if the Bulls were able to somehow in a DeMar DeRozan trade get Mikal Bridges in the building, I ain't even mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that. Sai, here we go. Hoping for the best. Shout out to you, Simba. Brandon Peck in the building says, Haize, what are the odds if MJ could coach this squad? MJ, no, you don't want MJ coaching any. MJ need to just go retire, go sit down somewhere. We don't need him touching general managing, coaching, none of that. We don't need none of that. The logo on the side is tough. I feel that, bro. I appreciate that, man. Hey, bro, hopefully the player meeting gave the Bulls extra motivation and they worked some stuff out. Not looking good for Billy, do you think? I won't say that yet. Keep in mind, Billy Donovan extension hasn't even kicked in yet. And so even though it's nice to have players-only meetings, it's nice to see Vooch, not back down and get into it with head coach Billy Donovan a lot, this still is a Reinsdorf-owned team. And in the NBA, unlike some sports, when you fire a head coach, you still have to pay them their full contract, whatever's left on it, until they either sign with another team or that's it really, unless they voluntarily retire. So Jerry Reinsdorf for unknown. Keep in mind, Billy, this is the last year of Billy Donovan's original deal. We still don't even know how long he signed for or what the money is. So I doubt that there's enough. Like I said before, is it a realm of possibility? Let's say the Bulls struggle to get 20 wins this season. Yes, in that case, yes. But I don't think even this team sucking and struggling, I still think they get above 20 wins. So it is what it is there. Bulls Daily in the building. What's going on, Bulls Daily? Glad to have you in here, fam. Justin Shelton in the building says we can't have another bad shooting game from Zach. These shots have to start falling. Completely agree with you on that one, fam. Completely agree. I know the Bulls been inconsistent, but they've been winning me bread on Prize Picks. That's funny. I don't give a shit about your. No offense. I'm glad. Get your bread, young man. I don't give a shit about your bread on Prize Picks, though. I care about this team getting goddamn wins, man. Man, I hope Stacey King don't say Grady's last. Oh, he absolutely is. First of all, you're gonna get a dick to the hole, dick to the rim. Dick penetrating the lane. You're gonna get a lot of that today. Listen, Stacey King is a big troll. It's coming. Just don't worry about it. It's coming. So the Bulls signed Dwight. He puts that wood down for real. Wow. I got a pre-read. King V in the building says Bulls need to put Levine in catch-and-shoot situations. He should get off the ISO ball to the fourth quarter. I mean, yes, that makes sense. There's always going to be some ISO ball, right? It's just offense. It's modern day offense. There's going to be isolation, but you do need run an actual offense. Run an actual offense. It's okay. It's okay. Wish Batum was more NBA ready so he can come in and hit some of the open threes we generate. Frustrating to see the same Billy problems. Not saying Batum not playing is a Billy issue. Yeah, I think that's part of the plan of them bringing him in here. But I'll tell you this, man. I just with the team not even being able to make a simple entry pass. I need to see us go on the fundamentals before we ruin somebody like Batum. No, we don't want DH the throat goat either. No, keep Dwight Howard off our team. Really off our team. So please do. We've been getting cooked by the media. Shit takes making me sick, laughing my ass off. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's gonna happen, man. Like the thing with this is just be prepared. Every time the Bulls lose, it's gonna be are they gonna blow it up? Oh, is Billy Donovan gonna stay the head coach? Is this core winning? I mean, it's working. Every time we win a big game, they're not gonna talk about it. It was the same thing last year. It's gonna be the same thing this year. The Harden the Bulls thing is on X again. He's good, but he's a cancer on the locker room. Exactly. That's why AK would never trade for him. Never. MJ would fit our terrible line of God damn, you're absolutely right on that one. The players don't know how long Billy going to be here. Hell, nobody knows. Billy Donovan signed a 10-year contract worth $150 million. Now, listen, I don't know, bro. You just never know when it comes to this unfortunately, this organization, man. A dub would feel much better. Yeah, of course. Come on now. Dubs solve all. Calling it now. Vooch is going to have a monster game, I hope. Well, here's the thing, right? Vooch against the Toronto Raptors doesn't typically have monster games, so to say. I think their length really bothers him, but that doesn't mean he can't have a really solid game. But we got to attack from the perimeter as well to open up things for Vooch, because not only for Vooch, but with DeMar being a heavy mid-range player, things like that, if the Chicago Bulls team can't hit their shots, their perimeter shots, it's going to allow the Toronto Raptors to pack it in. That's going to make it more difficult on Vooch, make it more difficult on DeMar, make it more difficult to actually get an offense going, because when you can hit your perimeter shots by choice and a team isn't giving up the perimeter for you, it's a lot different than just a team saying, all right, go ahead and go shoot the three. We're going to guard everything else. So, let's hope we execute a little bit better than that. I don't know what you're laughing at because we did nothing funny. No, I'm just playing. I still say they got a bunch of B players. Okay, that's cool. Just because they got a bunch of B players doesn't mean they still can't win basketball games. Only A+ players in the league are superstars. There's only a handful of superstars in the league. The Bulls aren't the only team without one, but some teams can still win without a superstar. So yeah, you still got to find out to go and get it. Who's the worst? Oh, Matt Eberflus by far. It's by far. I'm not even. Listen, Billy Donovan's been bad. He ain't been in the run. Matt Eberflus has the worst winning percentage of any Chicago Bears head coach in history, and we've had some terrible head coaches. So yeah, I have a feeling Vooch is going to drop 25 or better. Hey, from your mouth to God's ears, brother. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Haize, do you think Draymond Green would be a better leader for this team if he were here? No, because you can't produce shit other cool, you can talk a lot, but you can't produce on the court. Draymond works for that team specifically. That's why he re-signed there, and that's why the moment that team breaks up, his career is done. And that's not even a slight. He's a great. He is the reason that system works, but it ain't gonna work nowhere else for him right now. They wouldn't keep Phil, but sign Donovan in 10 years. That was a completely different scenario. Completely different scenario at that point in time. Hey, gang, the Bulls gonna turn it the fuck up today. Stop playing with the Bulls, y'all. We got something to prove. We've been had something to prove, though. That's the problem. We've been had something to prove. That's it. We've been had something to prove. So, like, that really don't mean shit for Chicago Bulls fans. We've had something to prove for 3 years now. They're not being able to make an entry pass to the post player is criminal. That is like fundamentals. That's crazy to me. That's wild. Why do I feel like Vooch is going to get mad at Billy and maybe players for not passing the ball to him? Listen, I mean, and he should have the right to. Period. When you have a mismatch and a team can't recognize that and can't even get you the ball, you have every right in the world to be pissed off at that point in time. Now, I don't care who you are. I don't give a damn who it is. If you have a mismatch and your team can't get you the ball, it'd be a little bit different if they just didn't see you were open. They literally look at Vooch. I seen Kobe White do it. I saw Javon Carter do it a couple of times. They look at Vooch. They see it as the mismatch. They're moving the ball here, trying to figure out the lane to take to get them the ball. It's fucking idiotic is what it is. It's really idiotic. What do you think about Bajan getting the start Sunday night? I mean, I have a whole Chicago Bears Central YouTube page. Go over there for my Bears takes. Hit the subscribe button while you're there as well. Hope they utilize Vooch more tonight after you talk that shit, his shit to Billy and the team. Well, I think the players only meeting wasn't just Vooch talking shit to the team. It was the team trying to identify what the fuck had just happened to them. So I don't think it was really Vooch coming down on his teammates there. But the Billy Donovan thing, listen, it needed to be done. It needed to be done. If things get bad on the offensive board, we should explore the option in between the game to play Vooch. No, listen, I've seen you do that. I've left the comment. You've never responded. The worst thing that you could possibly do for this team is play Drummond, and you do not create more issues just to solve offensive. The Chicago Bulls got 13 offensive rebounds in the last game. Do you know where that would have ranked? In the top 10 last season if they averaged that. Offensive rebounding was fine. You never play Vooch and Drummond together because that for a team that already doesn't have great spacing because they can't shoot, that completely kills your spacing on the offense. Sure, you'll get more offensive rebounds, but you're not going to get any goddamn shots off to get the offensive rebounds. Drummond and Vooch together will never work. It should never be thought about. The only time you should ever consider playing Drummond and Vooch together is if the other team is playing two traditional centers out there themselves, and at that point it's like, cool, we got you. Other than that, never. You should never play Vooch and DeMar together. That is literally I can give you 15,000 basketball reasons, not even personal, basketball reasons why that lineup would not work. You don't play those two together. You have other rebounders that you can put in there in position if you need to, but you don't play Drummond and Vooch together. That's bad for you're creating 10 more issues to try to solve one. Right? That's bad. It's like pulling out a shotgun to try to kill a spider. You're just causing more issues. I've been waiting to ask you, Haize, would you rather have Levine or Laurie right now? I mean, shit, that's a great question. I mean, when as more details come out about Laurie's season last year, the fact that he averaged the most shots per touches, right? Like this, I mean, not the most shots, the most points per touches in the NBA last season, that's crazy, right? So, man, that's a difficult question. I mean, they didn't win a lot of games last year. It's kind of easy to front run and play really aggressively when you don't have expectations. But, I mean, that conversation is closer than what I would honestly want to admit, brother. Going back, I love DeMar DeRozan MVP comeback season with in 2021 with us, but I see why Greg Popovich changed his role. I think he should do that with us, what Greg made him do. Yeah, but you know what you just mentioned? You mentioned a head coach that is one of the best of all time, and that's Greg Popovich. He actually can come up and draw a system. You know what Billy Donovan can't do? I'll let you figure that out. Wootage84 says, I thought the Raptors were in worse shape than the Bulls, but the roster seems more balanced than the Bulls, a team of young veterans. I don't really think the Raptors are a team of young veterans, and I don't think they're necessarily in a better spot. They are better coached, right? At least through one game that we've seen so far with their new coach. But, I mean, they have similar issues, right? They have a lot of players that are kind of similar in makeup and similar in faults as well. And so don't use one game of the season so far. I know they come in 1-0 to say that because I think that the Raptors' old issues is going to rear its ugly head as the season goes on. P. Willie going for 50 tonight. My G, you can book that. Listen, if P. Will gets 50 points, I will sit up here and I will take 4 shots of whatever back to back. I'm going to be wasted, but I'll do it because ain't no way, bro. Man, I hope we make threes tonight, or it's going to be a long night unless Toronto shoots bad too. Well, they have a propensity to shoot bad sometimes as well. Spicy Butter says, "What's good, little bro? I have to tell you something that made me happy. When Zach and the guys was angry about the one loss, man, that means a lot to me because that at least care about winning. You agree? I mean, I think they care, and I think that for the players that were here last season, and even Javon Carter and Torrey Craig coming in, you saw why this Bulls team lost games last season, and every one of those concerns, every bit of one of those concerns, showed its head a little bit in the last game. So I'm glad that the players are like, hey, we got to correct this. We can't go through another season like this. So Sydney says, hey, Haize, that's what Casey was talking about on the Bulls Talk podcast. He's basically saying the players-only meeting is being blown out of proportion. The real headline is Vooch versus Billy. I mean, listen, and that's the thing is that it was a players-only meeting as far as they wanted to talk about the issues and work out some things. The players-only meeting title tends to mean like it's players versus the coach, and maybe it's a little bit of that as far as Vooch. But I think ultimately the players-only meeting that the Chicago Bulls had was to correct some of the shit that they see and that concern them based off what last season was. Drummond and Vooch together is no different than Derrick Jones Jr. and Vooch. No, it's considerably different. What are you talking about? Derrick Jones Jr. actually will go out and take an open three-point shot and probably make it if it's wide open. Derrick Jones Jr. is also better in transition, right? He's a better weak side defender. He's more versatile. So no, it's not even close to playing those two players together because Andre Drummond, while he took some threes in preseason last year, not even this year, Andre Drummond is not a threat to really shoot the ball outside of 5 to 10 feet. It just isn't. So no, it's not anything close to playing DJJ and Andre Drummond together. I mean, DJJ and Vooch and Andre Drummond and Vooch. It's not anything close to that. Nothing close to that. TBO says we need to trade DeMar for Ben Simmons and then trade Zach for Harden. We'd be the best passing team in the passing to who though? Like, because Ben Simmons ain't making ain't taking no shots. What are we talking about here? Drummond can't stretch the floor. That ruins spacing and crowds the floor up having two centers in there together. Exactly. Right. Exactly. It'd be different if like either one of them were like high volume, effective 3-point shooters, and they're not. The Chicago Bulls are going to win this game tonight, and they will win games make you look shell shocked. What? Okay. MC Hammer broke. Wow, man. Hopefully Vooch becomes the locker room leader after that, Joe Kim style. He doesn't have the personality of Joe. I don't think he'd become a locker room leader. What do you think about that Haize commercial with DeMar Wick? I didn't even say, I haven't seen the commercial, so I don't watch commercials. Let's go Bulls. Dax Production. Shout out to you. Glad to have you in the building as well. Let's see if they have released the starting lineups yet. I doubt it, but we can take a look and see what we got out there, right? No way. They did some more of the little Nintendo 64, Game Boy type graphics out here. Shout out to them on that one. Oh, man. Zach got to get out the New Balances, man. They really look like old people shoes, bro. Like Zach got to get out the New Balances, bro. Man, I pray to God the Bulls have a good season. Hey, keep praying, bro. God ain't listening. I don't think God listening anymore, bro. Like I really don't think he cares about Chicago Bulls fans right now. God ain't listening. He's not. He's not listening at all. He don't care. Shout out to Tony Gill who had his new baby. Shout out to Tony. Well, his wife had the baby, but shout out to Tony Gill. That's dope. Met Tony Gill in person. He's been on the show. Good people, man. He's really good people. Billy's wife left yet? That's funny. We need more confidence than last game. Well, clearly, a lot more confidence than last game. Also made a conclusion effort to watch the little homie P. Will. He watched too much, and the coach must tell him boards or sit on the boards, Bulls Nation. I mean, listen, P. Will I don't know if he's ever going to be a volume rebounder, right? But we'll end up seeing, man. We'll end up seeing. So the Don said, I swear I said that about Zach's shoes. Zach's shoes are butt ass ugly. Like they're hideous. I'm not even gonna front on you. Like that's some of the ugliest basketball shoes I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like I'd almost rather wear a pair of Shaqs than I would those, man. That's bad. That's ugly. That's pretty ugly there, man. It's pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Steve will say, is there my god niece is here? Have you went to go see her yet, Steve-O? Yo, hype for the stream. I'm a Raptors fan. Love to hear some content from the other side. Well, shout out to you. Sit down, hold back. We have great shows around here. Yo, Haize, if the money wasn't the issue, would you bring Harden to facilitate the offense? Fuck no. Listen. I'm gonna be clear here. Keep James Harden ass, keep Kimbo Wedge ass at home, bro. No, I don't want James Harden on my team. I don't give a damn if we literally if you could reprogram his brain to say only pass, don't shoot. I don't want James Harden on my team. He's a cancer. He kills the morale of every team he's ever been on. He's going to put up a lot of regular season points, and he's going to look damn good in the regular season. Like, because James Harden, I will say, he can look really good at the regular season, but keep that motherfucker up off my team, period. I don't want James Harden. I don't care about the money. I don't care about nothing. Keep that motherfucker off my team, period. Steven says, no, I'm going to give her a good week before I see. All right, that's fair. That's fair. It would be tough for people to be a high volume rebounder because he's always guarding the other team's perimeter. I'm going to tell you, no, I've heard that before. And no, Jimmy Butler guards the team's best perimeter player. You know what? He's had seasons of averaging 6 and 7 rebounds per game. Like that's it. Like you being offensive rebounding. It's rebounding in general is about effort and watching the trajectory of a shot. You know what you do also, regardless if you're guarding the perimeter player or not, when you box out. And so if you're boxing out like you should, you can be in a position to get an offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding has nothing to do with just the fact, and he usually doesn't guard the best perimeter player. He guarded Eric Gordon, he guarded some of Shea, right? Like he did that, but like he's not always guarding perimeter players either. So no, I'm sorry, that's not true. And so you can still be an effective perimeter defender and still go out there and get rebounds. That's it. You had Russell Westbrook averaging double-digit rebound. He's not a perimeter defender. He doesn't defend shit. So I'm not getting that. Getting the 2-3 rebounds as a starting power forward in the league, I don't give a fuck who you're guarding. And again, I like P. Will. I'm not giving up on P. Will, but that's a lame excuse to give somebody that. No, you can still absolutely rebound the ball more effectively than what he does. Then no matter who he's guarding. Haize, we got to hook up. Musically speaking, you got the beats. I got the. First of all, I don't do rap music with white people. Sorry, I don't do it. So you gotta go to somebody else for that. That's my culture. I don't. I'm just fucking with you. Hey, if anybody's in here, please don't be offended. Tony's my guy. We crack jokes all the time. Please don't cancel me because I made a joke about white people not being able to rap. It's just a joke towards Tony. That's all it is. Rather have 2 new fridges in the break room than Harden, bro. Hey, listen, if you have 2 new fridges in the break room, Harden may just appear magically. He may just appear magically. So, you know, he may just magically appear. Kobe being the starting point guard ain't it, man. Let's be honest. He's better off the bench. Y'all let that one Heat game cloud y'all. No, you got to actually watch basketball games. I can tell by you saying that you haven't actually watched basketball games. Kobe White can absolutely be a starting point guard in this league. Keep in mind, the Bulls don't run. They have never ran an offense, even with Pat Bev, even with Lonzo, where the point guard is operating most of the half-court offense. So, no, that's not it. You're looking for something to be it that it don't make sense, and that's not accurate at all. MC Hammer Broke says, I feel like we may have a new version of Vooch this year, though. Like you said, Haize, he chose to be here this time around, so I'm sure he wants to be heard, which is what we saw first game. Well, I mean, you saw frustration, right? And Vooch has always want to be heard, but that doesn't change him into all of a sudden being a vocal leader. Like that, so it's a little bit different thing, but I definitely get what you're talking about with that. Do you think us shooting 40 plus threes is a good strategy for this roster? I don't know that we have the shooting to try to shoot quite as much as the rest of the league. I mean, you want to shoot more threes, right? Just because I think we have some solid shooters out there. 40 is pushing it, bro. Like, especially, I will say this though, like, honestly, all jokes aside, out of those 40 plus threes that the Bulls took, probably 8 to 10 of them were wide open and we didn't hit them. So, I mean, you got to take them when they're open. I definitely want to see that. And I definitely want to see more and being more intentful about taking threes, but you're not going to average 40 threes per game. You're just not going to do that. All this panic over one game. Let's play at least 10 games before we can make any real judgment. Well, you can make judgment based off the play. Right now, the people saying, oh, the season is over with, that's the type of judgment you can't make based off one game. But you can absolutely have a discussion about what you saw on the court and breaking that down, especially when it's things that's reared its head from previous seasons as well that have always plagued the Bulls. So, waiting 10 games, yes, you wanted it's a full evaluation before you talk about can they change it. Like some people are having the conversation and say, well, the Bulls can't fix this. Let's not necessarily say that. Let's wait to see how that goes, but you can still absolutely review what you saw on the court because it was concerning. I was smiling big with a side eye on that joke. I got to mess with you, bro. No, I got to mess with you. Cornell, can you spell casual? That's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. I truly believe they told Vooch what he wanted to hear to keep him, and he wasn't feeling what they talked about in game one. That's definitely can be the case. Chicago 2390 says, "What's up? What's going on, fam? Glad to have you in the building." He's an offensive player, bro. I watch every single Bulls game. Literally, those entry passes Vooch wants, he's not getting it from Kobe. I love him as an offensive spark, like Malik Monk. So then I need you to watch better because it wasn't just Kobe that couldn't make an entry pass. Javon Carter failed to make those entry passes. DeMar DeRozan failed to make those entry passes. So if you're gonna say you watch every game and every minute, please make sure you do that, or you have conversation with somebody who doesn't actively live stream and do watch every minute, because no, Kobe White has absolutely been able to make entry passes. Now, who's taking it from one game? Because we've seen tons of games last season in which Kobe made excellent decisions with the ball to not only penetrate but to kick out and get the ball to players that were posting and going in the lane. So no, Kobe can make an entry pass. You're trying to use something that happened from one game. Kobe can make an entry pass. And again, as I said before, Kobe doesn't run the half court offense. So even if that's what you wanted to point out, it's not just Kobe who runs and initiates the half court offense, because again, if you watch every single Bulls minute, as you said, you would then know that's not how Billy Donovan runs the system on this team. Again, try to have the conversation with your dick sucking auntie, because if you try to have it here at Chicago Bulls Central, I'm going to be able to tell if you watch the game or not. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Rondo 2 Raw in the building. What's going on? So it's about to get some snacks and food. Be right back. Let's see if they announce the starting lineups. Usually they announce it about 30 minutes before the game. We're right around that standpoint. Yes, they announced the starters, same starters for today. Kobe, Zach, DeMar, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic is your starting lineup for tonight. I didn't expect any changes, but hey, I always like to give you guys the real. Haize, I feel like if the Bulls win the chip this year, I should embrace black nationalism. Oh. How did we get here? Like, what just happened? How did... Gotta take a break. We gotta cleanse the palate after that one. Cognac. TBO tripping. Shout out to the Cognac Boys intro music. All right, I had to cleanse the palate. TBO be tripping sometimes. Every once in a while, he'll say some shit that I'd be like, hey, man, what we doing here, bro? Brandon Bell in the building says Dalen Terry can make an entry pass, but he can't do anything else. I don't even know. He can make a half court pass like a motherfucker. I don't know if he can make that. One more thing, little bro, I have to give you props. You honestly do a great job. Salute. By the way, the coach must stop taking out the hot hand, and the team that's playing with momentum, he's robotic. Completely agree with you on that one. Nothing to add on that one. The Bulls need to try to see what it would take to get Karl Anthony Towns. Hey, listen. I'm concerned, bro. Cocaine ain't the way to go, bro. Like, I get it. I understand. I really feel for you, bro. Like, we need to get you some help. You don't have to do cocaine. You really don't have to do it. Like, it's really clouding your judge. You know what? You don't. This is what I need you to do. Just drop down the cocaine, right? Go get some Adderall. It'll give you a similar feel, but without ruining your brain cells, because clearly something happened to your brain in this one that I feel like we can still save it. We can salvage it, right? The brain can rewire some stuff, but you got to lay off the cocaine. You got to put down the coke. You have to make the choice to no longer be a crackhead. That's what we need you to do, Montrez. Like, I feel for you. I send my love, but like the brain cells that are being murdered. Like, there's kids in Africa that need those brain cells, bro. Like, we got to try to get it together, bro. We got to get you back in, man. Like, please stop the Walter White. Don't do no more of the cocaine. I would even say drop some alcohol for a little while. Don't even worry about it. Just focus on water and bread for a little minute. We're going to send help. Just send up the smoke signal. We're going to send Shay out there. He's going to roll up on you. And he going to get you together, bro. Shay's a really big motivating person, man. We're gonna get you some help. We're going to send Marvin the motivator. We're going to send Shay. We're going to send White Man Tony out there. They're going to get you together. Just go ahead and send up the smoke signal. We're going to send out the troops, bro, because, like, it's bad right now, bro. Like, it's bad. That was bad, bro. That was bad. That was bad, bro. That's crazy, man. That's wild, bro. Let's keep it moving. I got to put my glasses back on. Would you be a better coach than Billy Donovan? No, because you know why I could never be a coach? Like, I know X's and O's, don't get me wrong, from this standpoint, right? I'd never fool myself into thinking from this side of the screen, I can talk basketball all day. I can break down coverages. I can do those type of things. I don't have the temperament to be a head coach, because the moment that somebody fucks something up, do you know how many times I would have open hand smacked P. Will on the sideline? Like, tons. Like, literally, I would be fired from the NBA and banned within the first 2 weeks of getting my job. I couldn't. I don't have the temperament for it. I'm too crazy. I don't have the temperament, bro. Don't have the temperament. Zachary says, "Hey, Haize, have a great night, my boy. I'm gonna roll up and get some food and get myself sitchy for this game. She read. Glad to see you in the building, bro. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Like, that, man, that cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yo, what up, Haize? What adjustments would you make going forward? Because this team reminds me of the bench mob days. You had a good starting five with solid role players off the bench. Just got to be utilized better. I mean, listen, I know it's over right now. We haven't had enough games for me to say like a whole bunch of wholesale changes I would do. We need to make better shots. We need to run more to player strength. We need to learn how to make a goddamn entry pass. Those are the type of things that we need to do right away. That's definitely it. Zachary says, and leave a motherfucking life, stingy motherfuckers. Only one click and it goes a long way. Appreciate that, bro. Definitely appreciate that. Says, I come back, y'all talking about coke. What's going on? Hey, man, dude was tripping right now, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild out here, man. Say no to the cocaine. Say no to the cocaine. Terry says, I love when I jump on late and Haize is mid roast. You know what's coming, bro. You know what's coming. Stop cutting up your viewers, bro. I've been in Chicago 29 years. Well, first of all, hold on. All right, see, now you want to get tough. I don't give a fuck where you been. There's bitches everywhere. And if you want to get you in your feelings about something that's meant to be funny, how about this? I'll cut up whatever the fuck I want to do. If you got a problem with it, you can come see me. Otherwise, shut your bitch ass up before I go fuck your mama's throat, and then I'll leave. I'll take all the food out you, because then I know you got fucking food insecurity, bro. I will eat all your fucking fruit snacks out your mama's cabinet, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Don't be coming here talking about some you been. I ain't gonna watch shit. Now come stop me. How about that? If that's what you want to go to, that's what we can get on. First of all, your mama named your bitch ass Cornell. That's a name of somebody who doesn't have faith that they son gonna be about shit. When's the last time somebody been about shit named Cornell? Shut your bitch ass up, bro. Don't ever come here trying to talk tough in this motherfucker, because I tell you what, I get it. I understand. Your mama sucked dick for free and you ain't get nothing out of it but food stamps and motherfucking government cheese and frozen burritos. But watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself, all right? That's what we gonna say. Montrez, you can get it too. You can get it too. You can tell that you're not shut the fuck up. Everybody like to use it. I can tell you're not a real Bulls fan because I said that you're a fucking idiot. No, you're just a dumbass. They ain't got nothing to do with real Bulls fan or not. Montrez, Shut the fuck up, bro. How you got 2 first names? Shut the fuck up, bro. You're not a real Bulls fan. Motherfucker, shut up. You don't even know how to understand basketball. Watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself. All right? Now, with Petty Roosevelt saying let's do it, let's get back to it. Haize got big guns. That's why he talked. And anybody can tell you, I'm the same in person that I am on this live stream. They can all attest to it. Test me if you want to. That's all I can say. Let's Haize. What's going on, Carlo? Glad to have you in the building, brother. Glad to have you in the building. Who's your favorite NBA player? I mean, that I like, of course, the Jordans, of course, like Carmelo Anthony, I love. But one of my favorite basketball players of all time is Joakim Noah, just because like I always tell the story, like I did not want the Bulls to draft Joakim Noah. When they did draft Joakim Noah, I went the fuck off because I just thought that it was a waste of a pick. I can't remember who I wanted him to draft. There was another player in that draft that I wanted him to get that I think was still on the board there. But the way that I turned around on Joe, like he just meant so much to the city, so much for the identity of that team. So like Joakim Noah is amazing, man. Always gonna love Joe, bro. Always gonna love Joe. They make frozen burritos. That's hilarious, bro. That's funny. Because he said he gonna eat all his mama's fruit snacks. What's going on, Bulls Daily? Glad to have you in the building. Can we just get real dog in the locker room, role player, anything? I mean, listen, that's the thing. Everybody goes to this real dog thing. Technically, Dalen Terry is a dog, but he ain't got no goddamn skill, right now. So you can have dogs, but just because you have, like, I think Javon is a dog. Torrey Craig is a dog, right? Drummond, to a degree, in some cases, like, is a dog as well. But it all that dog shit, like that rah-rah shit that we like to talk about, really doesn't do much on the basketball court if you don't also have the skill to back it up. So it is what it is, man. Haize, you said the other night you was going to try to go the whole season without calling Petty, and you said it yourself it wouldn't last. Oh, it's not going to last, bro. It's never going to last. Never going to last. 29 years, but we ain't never heard of you on Haize channel. Hello, get your own show then. That's crazy. That's funny. Little bro, I used to hoop at Noah's Foundation. I'm originally from out west. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you know what, Spicy Butter, like real talk, bro. Like you have, I can just because of like when you left voicemails and stuff, you have a hell of a story, bro. You gotta share it, bro. You definitely gotta share it, bro. Y'all meet right in nigga with glass so I can see. You dumb, bro. Like you are literally just stupid. Like you can't even flame. And you talking about some you from Chicago. I've been in Chicago 29 years and can't roast. You a fucking idiot, bro. Now don't worry, gonna have this page shut down by it. Okay, try it. That's well, like try it. I'll make sure I dedicate tomorrow's daily episode to Montrez, the bitch with 2 names. How about that? How about that? That's what you know what I can always tell somebody who literally is on the DL. Like Montrez be doing that Dwight Howard shit because he's too emotional. I'm gonna have your page shut down by tonight. My nigga, you can't even feed yourself, much less shut down my page. Let's be clear here, right? You can't do nothing. You don't have power in nothing in life, right? So that's what sit down, shut up, stand back, and watch the show. That's all you got to do, the man with 2 names. Like, it's okay. Calm down. It's all right, bro. You got roasted. It's happened to people better than you. Ain't nobody going nowhere, bro. Ain't going nowhere. Let's see. I do agree on your dog with talent take. We have more of Joe Johnson quiet talent on the team. I agree with you there. Definitely agree with you. And so, like, and that can work to a degree, right? But like, if you're gonna be the quiet killer, right? You have to be excellent at it. And so right now we have a lot of good guys on this team, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Haize, what's the worst case scenario? That's a great question. Worst case scenario this year, man. Worst case scenario this year. I would say like the team having 20 or less wins, right? That's definitely a worst case scenario. Like if things go that bad, and I'm not gonna talk about what should not be named. You guys can figure it out, right? Because I'm not on wood. I don't want to speak ill will towards anybody, but like whatever happens, if this team struggles to get to 20 wins, that's definitely bad, bro. That's definitely bad, man. Hot take: Vooch this season becomes the closest thing we have to a vocal leader. I'll tell you this: if Vooch becomes the closest thing we have to a vocal leader, I that concerns me a little bit about this. Like, shout out to Vooch if that becomes it. Like Vooch being a veteran in this league, being somebody, and Pat, the designer, pointed this out over on Locked On Bulls when we did the episode over there. Is that Vooch is the person on this, the one player on this team that is the furthest or the closest removed from being a number one on a playoff team, right? DeMar hasn't been a number one on a playoff team for a while, right? Zach, we haven't even made the playoffs, so I guess with the Milwaukee Bucks, but at that point he was hobbled. Like, so I would love to see Vooch grow into that role, but we'll see. We'll see. You have any Bulls jerseys? Yeah, I got tons of Bulls jerseys. I'm not a jersey wearer. I'm a jersey collector, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really wear jerseys a lot. I have tons of Bulls merch as you guys see all the time, but like, I'm not a jersey wearer. So usually if I buy, like, I have every city edition jersey except for the Art Deco type one. I don't have that one, but I have every other Bulls not statement jersey. What is it called? Not home edition. What is it called? What is the word? The city edition jersey. So I have every Bull city edition jersey that happens. I have a Rose jersey, a Noah jersey. And so like they're just hanging up in my closet. That's it. That's it. I hope we can somehow get Harden. We would still be mid though. Listen, no, why would you want Harden on this team? Harden does nothing for this team. Nothing. People who wear jerseys out in public getting wow. Shout out to Jonathan Leeds. You still trying to come up with a joke, bro? You look, so you just did an adult. I know you are, but what am I? Montrez, bro. First of all, to have two first names, how you have two first names in less than one brain? Like, come on, bro. You got to be able to come up with a joke better than that. That don't even move nothing, Montrez. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Your mama spit out more kids with better brains than what you have right now. You actually made it to birth. You got to get it back together, bro. You got to come on. I'm gonna give you another try. Go back, consult with your ancestors, get your friends on the line, come up with a better joke, bro. That I know you are, but what am I joke? That shit don't work, bro. You gotta be better than that, bro. Like I get it. I understand your uncle used to touch you, man. I feel for you, bro. But you can't come in here with lame jokes trying to flame, bro. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Try better. Do better. I want better for you, bro. Do better. So many people on different pages post that we should start drumming in Vooch. Wow, so many people lack basketball knowledge and clown Billy for not doing that idiotic plan. I completely agree with you, Kyle. Talking to, and me and you have had our differences, but that ain't getting it. That ain't getting it. Eli says, Montrez, take that L, famo, and keep it moving. Hey, he's gonna keep trying, bro. He's gonna keep trying. Montrez under 18 for sure. That's hilarious. That's funny, man. Cornell talked like a former Mickey Cobra. That's even worse. I didn't even see Cornell make another one. Like, that's crazy. It is what it is, bro. That's funny. That's hilarious. How are we gonna talk with ancestors when you don't even know your fight? Wow. I mean, points were made. Points were definitely made, Steve-O. Points were definitely made. Okay, I'm not even going to read Shay's comment. Shay, you just went in. That's funny. That is hilarious. What up, Haize, my dude? You got a music channel. Want to chop it up with you on some technical stuff? I do. It's called The Breaks Radio. It's more of a podcast. We post on YouTube, but it's not really YouTube focused, if that makes sense. The Bull Central was the first, like, podcast that was YouTube focused that I did. Like, The Awakened Soul was never really YouTube focused. I post some clips there. The Breaks Radio, never really YouTube focused, but we do stream there sometimes and we post videos there. I've just recently started the film frequency back as well. So we're going to start consistently posting stuff over there. So, it is what it is, man. Don't let stupid ruin your show. Oh, come on, bro. People expect me to roast people. That's funny. Really don't understand why anyone thinks bringing Harden to this team would be a good move. I really don't either. Do you expect Donovan to keep usage rate as 5 guys all somewhere around in the 20s, or do you think certain players will be higher than the 30s as the season unfolds? That's a great question, actually. I think that we've seen, right? If I'm not mistaken, both DeMar and Zach had usage rates in the 20s. If I'm not mistaken, the first year and towards the end of last year. But I would like to see a more versatile offense, right? I think to me, if you have guys in the 30s as far as usage rate, that points to another high isolation team, right? So because we want to get away from that, I hope that that's not the case. So, we'll see. We'll see. Shea was that. Wow, that's crazy. Jack Holland says, Haize roasting dumbasses makes the show that much better. Listen, I'm always gonna roast people. I'm sorry. It is what it is. If I offend you again, you gotta talk to the God you worship on that one. Because I'm gonna roast people. I know I've already said it before. This show would probably have easily probably 5,000 more subscribers if I didn't roast people. But I don't give a shit. Because if you say some dumb shit, you're getting roasted. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Melissa says trade DeMar for. First of all, you can't trade just DeMar for Harden. The money doesn't match. Secondly, it doesn't help the Chicago Bulls at all. James Harden being on this team helps nothing what the Bulls actually need. We need leadership. That ain't doing nothing, bro. That ain't, ma'am, that ain't doing nothing. What's up, Haize and Bulls Nation? JH is a no-go. Let the 76ers suffer. If the Bulls want to stay away from the playing game, then they have to beat teams like OKC, Toronto, New York, Indiana, Atlanta, ECT. I completely agree with you on that one. Completely agree with you. Does Billy Don even tell his players to stop letting wide open? Listen, nobody says let open wide open threes, right? Let's be clear. No, even the worst coach doesn't say that. The worst coach doesn't say that. So, no. Haize, if the Bulls are 5-5 after 10 games, are you satisfied? We do have a difficult stretch to open the season. We talked about it. Like the Bulls have it's like the 9th toughest schedule up until mid-December, I think. So I won't say I won't make a decision after 10 games. I will say this, like going into the new year, basically going into January, I would hope that the Bulls can be a little bit above 500. 500 I'll take, but hopefully a little bit above 500. Yes, it does. Okay, I think you need to understand the difference between somebody playing point guard and being a point guard. James Harden is not a point guard. He can play point guard. But again, you have to think of things other than that. He takes bad shots. He's very ball dominant for a team that we already have Zach, DeMar, and Vooch who are ball dominant, which I guess you're saying replace DeMar with that, even though the contracts don't work. He's terrible defensively. He's a head case, and he's a cancer for every team that he's on. I'm sorry. Him being able to play point guard does not overtake all those issues that would be on this team. Harden doesn't make teams better. He's too selfish on the team that already needs a vocal leader. You don't need someone that only cares about himself. I just noticed who left that comment. Yeah, but I agree with you. I completely agree with you. It is what it is on that one. I never hope to see the day Haize stops roasting people. Never change Haize. I'm just glad to not been roasted with how often I comment. Like I said, me and you have had our disagreements, and that happens, right? Like I'm here to give my opinion, and one thing in doing this, understanding and agreeing are two very different things. I can understand points unless they're completely idiotic and not agree to them. And I think that's the space that that's what opens the dialogue, right? Has the great conversation, because you guys point out a lot of things that I don't necessarily think. So for sure. Chicago ain't for everybody, says, yo, Haize, can your boy get a shout out? And no to James Harden. Can't believe we saying this, but it's 3 years too late. Completely agree with you on that one. Completely agree. Steve-O room got every flavor of Doritos bag on the floor, and Haize looked like mole rats. Y'all niggas don't get no. First of all, you on here in a dirty ass white tee, bro. Like your jokes are you gotta do better, bro. Like really, I really hope that you understand your mama didn't avoid swallowing you for you to get jobbed out in a live stream trying to my guy. Like that's just bad, bro. It's just bad. Like you were really embarrassing your mama's choice not to swallow you. Like it's just crazy, bro. Like you have no respect for your mother. No respect for your mother. Like your mother made the conscious decision to say, I'm not gonna swallow this dude and I'm not gonna abort him. And you sit here and giving lame ass jokes. You gotta do better, bro. You gotta be able to do better than this, man. It's crazy, bro. Like that's bad, bro. You come on, man. You got a Dorito bags on the floor. That's what you got, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like you worried about Dorito bags on the floor, but you had to learn how to walk while your mama left dirty condom wrappers on the floor, bro. Like your mama's dental dams were on the floor when you were learning how to walk. That's why your brain's not all the way formed right now, bro. Like come on, bro. Like I get it. It sucks that you sucked on a used condom because you thought it was a piece of gum and you had all the extra DNA in your mouth and it still didn't help your brain develop. That's crazy, bro. That is wild, man. That's crazy. That's why, like, how you gonna take extra DNA in the face and still not be intelligent enough to come up with a coherent joke? That's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. That's crazy, man. That sucks, bro. That's real unfortunate, man. That's real unfortunate, bro. Cornell profile picture looked like he's trying to be the baddest bitch at the. That's funny. Hey, listen, he be taking his bad bitch pictures, man. Like it is what it is, bro. He learned from his mama. It's okay, man. Like some people's mamas had to be whores, bro. Like it is what it is. It's not our fault you got raised by a trollop. We didn't want that for your life. We didn't choose for your mama to do the things that she did. We didn't choose that for you, bro. God chose that lot in life for you, bro. Stop taking it out on Steve-O. Go blame your mama. See, what y'all doing is y'all really take things out on other people because you're afraid to confront your mama. Like, all you got to do is say, hey, mama, I just want to know, like, why did you let me chew on a used condom? That's all you got to say, bro. Ask your mama these questions, bro. I'm sure that the healing that you're looking for in life will come out through that, bro. It'll come out through that, man. Like, that's just crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. That's crazy. That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro. That's deep. Oh man, damn! Y'all should be able to Google some jokes because hey, listen, they getting cooked in here, bro. He's dead. Haize, you got him, bro. You got him. You want to see a dead body? Anyway, let's see. Would you trade Vooch? Would you trade a Vooch package? First of all, it's not on me to trade Vooch's package, bro. Like, why do you want to trade Vooch's? Like, we can trade Vooch, right? Like, but why you want to trade Vooch's package? Like, that's concerning, bro. I think the only person who would take Vooch package in a trade is Dwight. Dwight. You put Vooch's package on the market right now. Dwight Howard is offering everything he got for it, bro. Everything. Oh man, Spicy Butter says, little bro, did you say that motherfucker was chewing on used condoms? I'm super. Hey, listen, bro. I mean, I'm just concerned, bro. I just really want better for my people, man. That's crazy. But all right, y'all, the game starts in a minute, man. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We'll be back at halftime. Montrez, Cornell, y'all come through halftime as well. Get flamed up again. Go Bulls, see red. Love you guys. All that good stuff, man.